In multi-engine aeroplanes, VMC is the velocity for minimum control, asymmetric, or one engine inoperative. This is an airspeed below which, when full rudder is applied, yaw towards the dead engine can no longer be prevented due to loss of rudder authority. In this diagram, thrust is equal on both sides, combining into a centered thrust line, and drag is equal on both sides, combining into a centered drag line. The engine failure causes instant reduction in thrust and loss of lift, a yaw towards the dead engine, followed by a roll toward the dead engine. This roll is due to asymmetric lift. Let's demonstrate this in the air in both our Beechcraft Duchess and our B-55 Beech Baron.
Our Duchess is a great little aeroplane, and it is a counter-rotator or contra-rotator. So the propellers are operating opposite one another. So we don't have what's known as a critical engine. A critical engine means if it were to fail, would cause more yaw than the other engine.
Right.
In most conventional American engine powered twins, the critical engine will be the left engine.
Right.
So if the left engine fails, we get more of a yawing moment toward the dead engine than if the right engine failed. In this aeroplane, that doesn't apply because we've got counter-rotators, so the yaw moment will be the same.
Yep.
We have a look at our airspeed indicator. We see the red line here, velocity for minimum control airborne, and there is the blue line, which is our best single engine climb. Yeah, BYSE. Let's put the airplane up to climb power, so pitch up, power up 25. Yeah?
Yep.
And examine the effect that we will expect to see if we get close to or below the red line. It's called the VMC demonstration. Many instructors and pilots really fear this, so I want to explore it, not to be irresponsible, but to demonstrate to our lovely viewers what it looks like. I'm going to fail an engine with mixture because I'm above 3,000 feet. There's the yaw. Okay, something's wrong. Mixture up, pitch up, power up, gear up, flap up, dead leg, right. Put foot on the floor, right engine. Confirm with throttle. No change in yaw, no change in noise, yeah? So I would be feathering right, yeah? This one.
Yep.
At the moment, I'm very safely at 100 knots.
Yep.
VMC is all about airspeed. The effectiveness of the rudder is what saves me, yeah? Because we're going to have a yaw towards the dead engine. So, at this power setting, if I enter a climb and start washing energy off, if I brief myself, I've got my hand on the live engine throttle, you can see the airspeed's bleeding off. I'm getting closer and closer to the red line. Notice that yaw is beginning and roll is beginning. Here's red line. There she goes. Chop the engine, chop the prop on the live engine, lower the attitude, roll the wings level, and recover. And you can see that's simply how we expect the airplane to behave if we get lower than the red line or VMCA.
Sure.
So we get quite an aggressive yaw and roll, don't we? Well, relatively, okay.
Yep.
I've given myself my engines back and I'm smoothly recovering. Notice, once I saw that dramatic yaw and roll towards the dead engine, immediately close the throttle on the live engine.
Yep.
Unload the elevator, release the G, if you have any on.
Yep.
Roll wings level, centralise the aileron, and climb away.
Yep.
Just as you would in any other unusual attitude, yeah?
Yep.
And why? To avoid rolling G.
You can see why people fear it, because if that happened at a low altitude, obviously the time when that might happen is if you're on a go-around.
Yeah, you need to see it at altitude so you know how it will behave, what it'll be like, and the necessity to avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the right engine. Let's see if it makes much difference with the left engine. Remember, this aeroplane has contra or counter-rotating propellers, so we don't have a critical engine. Okay, I failed the right before.
Yep.
So, okay, something's wrong. Mixture up, pitch up, power up, gear up, flap up, dead leg. Left leg, foot on the floor, left, confirm with throttle. No change in yaw or noise. Feathering left, that would be my simulation. Okay, there we are. Now, my hand is on the live engine throttle, and I'm going to change my flight path now. Coming back through blue line, let's see just exploring what happens when we get near red line. Remember, it's all about airspeed. The airspeed's going to give me my rudder authority. And there I go, close the throttle on the other engine, roll wings level. Then centralise the aileron, and I'll lift myself up out of the dive. I'm going to give my left engine back, and we'll recover nice and gently. So you can see airspeed is king, isn't it?
It is.
It's all about the rudder effectiveness. And of course we go back to effective controls in our early flying days, right? Lesson number 1, effective airspeed. The controls are more firm and more effective. Low airspeeds, the controls are less firm and less effective. So there will come a stage where at full rudder deflection, without sufficient airspeed to give that rudder authority, it won't be able to control the yaw. And that's what VMC is all about. Well, there we were in the Duchess.
And now
here we are in the Baron.
It's the miracle of movies.
The miracle of the movies,
yeah.
of the motion picture.
That's
and
it.
You are our Jono Spielberg.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So let's have a look at VMCA,
Okay.
velocity for minimum control, in the Baron.
The big difference with this being, of course, we've got a critical engine.
In the Duchy we had counter or contra rotators. So let's fail an engine. There we go. The left is the failed engine.
Yep.
The right is the live engine. And I'm coming back, gradually getting to more and more rudder until I've got rudder. Okay, rudder's now at full travel. I'm below red line. And there she goes. I'm immediately closing the throttle on the live engine. I'm back on both. And you can see just carefully recovering from the dive. We rolled our wings level before we pulled up. I'm just going to give myself my engine back again gradually. Now once we got back, we saw ourselves coming back there below red line or VMC. I had full rudder on, absolutely full rudder. The yaw became uncontrollable. The yaw was followed by roll as expected. So to recover, I closed the throttle on the live engine. Let's have a look at the effect of getting back below that red line when we fail the right engine, yeah?
Oh.
The rate or starboard. Okay, I'm failing the right engine, correcting the yaw immediately. I'm not going through the drill because there's a VMC, so that's the right engine. The left engine is live, yeah?
Yep.
Let's come back to VMC. More and more left rudder coming on, more and more left rudder coming on. There's VMC. There she goes. Okay, I'm closing the live engine throttle. I'm rolling the wings level as I centralise the rudder. And now gradually recovering from the dive once the ailerons are neutral. Very good, Jono. So let's just very gently reintroduce the other engine. Yeah?
Okay.
We've got to have mechanical sympathy and look after these engines. We like them.
We do like them.
That's a little bit of a look at the behaviour of the aeroplane. Below, red line on the left engine and the right engine. Let's go home.
Let's go home.